In some areas of the earth, there are no or very few sedimentary rocks, and the basement rock is on or near the surface. These areas are called shields, and there is no gas or oil. Every continent in the world has at least one shield area, figure 2.9. A shield such as the Canadian Shield in eastern Canada tends to be a large, low-lying area. Ore minerals such as iron, copper, lead, zinc, gold, and silver are mined from the basement rock in shield areas. All the gas and oil deposits in Canada on land are located to the west of the Canadian Shield where there are sedimentary rocks. Offshore eastern Canada, where there are sedimentary rocks, contains gas and oil fields. The southwest portion of Saudi Arabia is a shield, figure 210. All the Saudi Arabian oil fields are located in sedimentary rocks to the northeast of the Arabian Shield. Okay, from the beginning of the paragraph, I read sentence by sentence and then translate that sentence to the Persian. In some areas of the earth, there are no or very few sedimentary rocks, and the basement rock is on or near the surface. در بعضی از مناطق زمین هیچ سنگ رسوبی وجود نداره یا اگه باشه خیلی کمه و پیسنگ روی سطح یا نزدیک به سطح زمینه. These areas are called shields and there is no gas or oil. این منطقه ها را سپر می نامند و هیچ گاز یا نفتی وجود ندارد. Every continent in the world had at least one shield area, figure 2.9. هر قاره‌ای در دنیا حداقل یک منطقه سپر داره، شکل 2.9. A shield such as the Canadian Shield in eastern Canada tends to be a large, low-lying area. سپری مانند سپر کانادا در خاور کانادا یک منطقه بزرگ با ارتفاع پست هست. Ore minerals such as iron, copper, lead, zinc, gold, and silver are mined from the basement rock in shield areas. کانسارهایی مانند آهن، مس، سرب، روی، طلا و نقره از پیسنگ در منطقه های سپر استخراج میشه. All the gas and oil deposits in Canada on land are located to the west of the Canadian Shield where there are sedimentary rocks. تمام نهشته‌های گاز و نفت در کانادا بر روی خشکی در باختر سپر کانادا قرار داره که سنگ‌های رسوبی درش وجود داره. Offshore eastern Canada, where there are sedimentary rocks, contains gas and oil fields. در ساحل خاوری کانادا که سنگ‌های رسوبی درش وجود داره، میدان‌های گازی و نفتی وجود داره. The southwest portion of Saudi Arabia is a shield. بخش جنوب باختری عربستان سعودی یک سپره، شکل 2.10. All the Saudi Arabian oil fields are located in sedimentary rocks to the northeast of the Arabian Shield. تمام میدانهای نفتی عربستان سعودی در سنگ‌های رسوبی در شمال خاوری سپر عربی وجود داره. Let's look at the figure 2.9. This is figure 2.9, map of the world showing the location of shields in black, where unproductive rocks for gas and oil occur on or near the surface. In this figure or in this map, you can see the shields of the world. These black portions of the continents are shields. They are unproductive. They haven't gas and oil fields. این شکل 2.9 نقشه دنیا رو نشون میده که مکان سپرها رو با رنگ سیاه نشون میده و سنگ‌های غیر مولد برای نفت و گاز هست که در نزدیک سطح زمین وجود داره. این Okay, Mr. Zarram. Mr. Zarram has written خیر سوال مدارید سوال ندارید. Okay, no question. Yes. Okay. In other areas called basins, the sedimentary rocks are very thick. Most basins have been filled in with sedimentary rocks and are dry land today. Some basins, however, are partially filled with sedimentary rocks and parts are still covered with water, such as the Gulf of Mexico basin. The Caspian Basin, Caspian Sea, has about 85,000 feet, 26,000 meters of sedimentary rock cover. However, 20,000 to 40,000 feet, 6,000 to 12,000 meters of sedimentary rocks is typical of many basins. Basins such as the Gulf of Mexico and the Anadarko Basin of southwestern Oklahoma are large areas that are often more than 100 miles, 160 kilometers across. It is in the sedimentary rock basins where most of the gas and oil is found and produced. Because of the thick sedimentary rock, most basins have source rocks that have been buried deep enough in the geological past to generate gas and oil. Figure 2.11. The deep part of the basin where the organic matter is cooked to form gas and oil is called the kitchen. After the gas and oil are generated, a lot of it migrates upward in the overlying rocks where it can be trapped. The trap, such as an anticline, is a relatively small feature compared to the basin. Numerous traps can occur along the flanks of the basin. There are about 600 sedimentary rock basins in the world. Of the basins that have been explored and drilled, about 40% are productive. About 90% of the world's oil occurs in only 30 of those basins. The other 60% of the explored basins are relatively barren. The unproductive basins either have no source rocks, the source rocks have never been buried deep enough to generate gas and oil, or the basin was overheated and the oil was destroyed. Yes, Mr. Sajjad. You are welcome. Kitchen, kitchen, matbakh. Uh, in Arabic, I think you say matbakh. Yeah, آشپزخانه in Persian. Yeah, kitchen means matbakh or آشپزخانه in Persian. You're most welcome. Okay, and I read it again from the beginning of the paragraph and translate to the Persian sentence by sentence. In other areas called basins, the sedimentary rocks are very thick. در مناطق دیگه که حوزه نامیده می شود، سنگ های رسوبی خیلی ضخیم هستند. Basins. In Persian, we say حوزه. What do you say in Arabic? Basins. Yes, Mr. Rami Sadar. Ahwaz, Mr. Zargham. Mr. Rami Sadar, I can't hear you. We don't have your voice. I think Mr. Rami Salah must use hands-free. Mr. Rami Salah, do you have hands-free? Okay, we hadn't your voice, Mr. Rami Salah. We will continue our lesson. The next sentence. Most basins have been filled in with sedimentary rocks and are dry land today. بیشتر حوزه ها با سنگ های رسوبی پر شدن و اکنون خشکی هستند یا سرزمین خشک هستند. Some basins, however, are partially filled with sedimentary rocks and parts are still covered with water, such as the Gulf of Mexico basin. به هر حال بعضی از حوضه ها بخشی از قسمتشون به وسیله سنگ های رسوبی پر شده و بخشهایی از اونها هنوز با آب پوشیده شدن، مثل خلیج مکزیک، حوزه خلیج مکزیک. The Caspian Basin, Caspian Sea, has about 85,000 feet, 26,000 meters of sedimentary rock cover. حوزه دریای کاسپی. Do you know Caspian Sea? Is everybody knows where is the Caspian Sea? No. Miss Yavin? No. Mr. Ali? No. The others? Mr. Sajjad? No. Mr. Hamam? No. Okay. The Caspian Sea is located north of Iran. In Persian, we say دریای کاسپی, or in the Russian language, دریای خزر. But Khazar is not a Persian name. Khazar is a Russian name. The Persian name for that sea is دریای کاسپی. Caspian Sea is located north of Iran. Yes, Mr. Atam is right. North of Iran. Okay. دریای کاسپی یا حوزه کاسپی حدود 85,000 فوت 26,000 متر پوشش سنگ رسوبی داره. However, 20,000 to 40,000 feet, 6,000 to 12,000 meters of sedimentary rocks is typical of many basins. به هر حال بین 20,000 تا 40,000 فیت یا 6,000 تا 12,000 متر سنگ رسوبی شاخص بسیاری از حوزه ها هست. Basins such as the Gulf of Mexico and the Anadarko Basin of southwestern Oklahoma are large areas that are often more than 100 miles, 160 kilometers across. حوزه های مانند خلیج مکزیک و حوزه آنادارکو جنوب باختری اوکلاهوما منطقه های بزرگی هستند که اغلب پهنای بیش از 100 مایل یا 160 کیلومتر رو دارند. It is in the sedimentary rock basins where most of the gas and oil is found and produced. در حوزه های سنگ رسوبیه که بیشتر گاز و نفت پیدا میشه و بهره برداری میشه. Because of the thick sedimentary rock, most basins have source rocks that have been buried deep enough in the geological past to generate gas and oil. Figure 2.11. به دلیل سنگ رسوبی ضخیم بیشتر حوزه ها سنگ های منبع دارند که به اندازه کافی در گذشته زمین شناختی دفن شده تا نفت و گاز را تولید کنند. شکل 2.11. The deep part of the basin where the organic matter is cooked to form gas and oil is called the kitchen. بخش ژرف حوزه که ماده عالی در اون پخته میشه تا گاز و نفت رو تشکیل بده آشپزخانه نامیده میشه. Kitchen in English In Persian, it means آشپزخانه. In Arabic, I think you say مطبخ. Yes? Is that correct? مطبخ. Okay. After the gas and oil are generated, a lot of it migrates upward into the overlying rocks where it can be trapped. پس از ایجاد گاز و نفت مقداری از اون به بالا به سنگ‌های رویی کوچ میکنن که در اونجا میتونن به دام بیفتن. ترپ، به دام افتادن. The trap, such as an anticline, is a relatively small feature compared to the basin. Yes, Mr. Sajjad? Can you hear me now? It is from the internet. Any others? If you have my voice clearly, please write number 7 in the chat. Mr. Atam, Rami Salah, Mrs. Yarin. If you haven't my voice clearly, please write number 9. If you have not my voice clearly, Ali, Mr. Ali. Okay, I think that it is from the internet in the Iraq. It's a problem there. Okay, I continue. The trap, such as an anticline, is a relatively small feature compared to the basin. Yes, Mr. Hamal. Yes, internet is very tired. تله مانند یک تاقدیس، یک نماد به نسبت کوچکی در مقایسه با حوض است. Do you know anticline? What is anticline? Do you know what is the anticline? Yes, of course, Mr. Rami Salah. It's a fault. In Persian, we say taqdis. I don't know what you say in Arabic to anticline. We have anticline, taqdis, syncline, navdis. تایید محدب محدب for anticline, مقعر for syncline. Yes, Mr. Ali. Yes. مقعر. In Persian, we say taqdis for anticline, navdis for syncline. محدب and مقعر. محدب و مقعر. Okay. In Persian, for محدب, we say kuj. For مقعر, we say kav. Kuj و kav in Persian. But for anticline and syncline, we say taqdis و navdis. Okay, very good. Let's continue. Numerous traps can occur along the flanks of the basin. تله های متعددی میتونه در راستای حاشیه های حوزه رخ بده. There are about 600 sedimentary rock basins in the world. حدود 600 حوزه سنگ رسوبی در دنیا وجود داره. Of the basins that have been explored and drilled, about 40% are productive. از حوزه هایی که تا حالا کاوش شده و حفاری شده، حدود 40% مولد هستند. About 90% of the world's oil occurs in only 30 of those basins. حدود 90% نفت دنیا تنها در 30 تا از این حوزه ها وجود داره. The other 60% of the explored basins are relatively barren. 60% حوزه های کاوش شده دیگه به نسبت تهی هستند، خالی هستند. The unproductive basins either have no source rocks, the source rocks have never been buried deep enough to generate gas and oil, or the basin was overheated and the oil was destroyed. حوزه های غیر مولد یا سنگ منبع ندارند، سنگ های منبع به اندازه کافی در ژرفا دفن نشدند تا گاز و نفت را تولید کنند، یا حوزه خیلی زیاد گرم شده و نفت نابود شده. destroyed، نابود شدن. Figure 210, you see Saudi Arabia, Iraq, Iran, Oman, Yemen, Red Sea, Jordan, Syria, and the whole Middle East. Qatar, Kuwait, Persian Gulf, Gulf of Oman. You can see Arabian Shield, and the oil fields in black. Oil fields in black. It is from the Beidun 1991. It is figure 210 and figure 211, cross section of a sedimentary rock basin. شکل 211 برش ارضی یک حوزه سنگ رسوبی. You can see basement، پی سنگ، source rocks، سنگ‌های منبع، traps، تله های نفتی sedimentary rocks سنگ های رسوبی. It is the end of the chapter 2. Do you have any questions about this chapter or this paragraph that we read it? No. Okay, very good. We continue our course with chapter 9. We go to the chapter 9 and continue our lesson. Okay, chapter 9. I think it is in... Where is the chapter 9? Page... Okay, page 138. Chapter 9. Yes, Mr. Ramisalo. But when you come in Chapter 9 Source Rocks, Generation, Migration, and Accumulation of Petroleum. فصل 9 سنگ منبع الصخور المصدرین سنگ های منبع. Generation تولید، Migration کوچ or مهاجرت، and accumulation و انباشت نفت petroleum نفت. Yes. Okay, let's read the first paragraph. Source rocks. A source rock is a rock that can generate natural gas and or crude oil. Gas and oil formed from ancient organic matter preserved in sedimentary rocks. As sediments are deposited, both in organic mineral grains such as sands and mud, and organic matter, dead plants and animals are mixed. Most organic matter is lost on the surface by decay, a process of oxidation. The decaying organic matter on land gets oxygen from the air, and the decaying organic matter on the ocean bottom gets the oxygen from out of the water. Some organic matter, however, is preserved. It was either rapidly buried by other sediments before it decayed or was deposited on the bottom of a sea with stagnant, oxygen-free waters. The black color in sedimentary rocks comes primarily from its organic content. Black-colored organic rich sedimentary rocks include coal, shale, and some limestones. Okay, from the beginning of the paragraph, I read sentence by sentence and translate it to the Persian. Source rocks سنگ‌های منبع or in Arabic الصخور مصدر. Yes, الصخور مصدر. مصدریه. Okay. Yes. A source rock. Yes, Mr. Zahran. الصخور التي تنتج النفط. A source rock is a rock that can generate natural gas and or crude oil. یک سنگ منبع سنگیه که میتونه گاز طبیعی و یا نفت خام رو تولید کنه. Gas and oil formed from ancient organic matter preserved in sedimentary rocks. گاز و نفت از ماده عالی قدیمی که در سنگ‌های رسوبی حفظ شده تشکیل می‌شوند. Organic matter ماده عالی in Persian. I don't know what is meant in Arabic. Organic matter. What? Oh. Would you please write it in chat? I can't understand. المواد العضویة. Oh, okay, very good. As sediments are deposited both in organic mineral grains such as sands and mud and organic matter, dead plants and animals are mixed. با نهشته شدن رسوب ها هم دانه های کانی های معدنی مانند ماسه ها و گل و هم مواد عالی گیاهان و جانوران مرده با هم مخلوط میشن. I think you say in Arabic plants نبات. Yes? Plant نبات. Okay. Yes. نباتات. Plants. Animals. And what about animals? حیوانات. Oh, we said, yes, حیوانات. We also say حیوانات. Or جانوران. Stagnant oxygen-free water. آبهای راکد. Yes, I explained it, Mr. Ramistala. Let's will be at that sentence. I explained that to you. Most organic matter is lost on the surface by decay, a process of oxidation. بیشتر مواد عالی روی سطح زمین در اثر واپاشی که یک فرایند اکسیداسیون هست از بین میرن. یک فرایند اکسیدی شدن هست از بین میرن. The decaying organic matter on land gets oxygen from the air and the decaying organic matter on the ocean bottom gets the oxygen from out of the water. ماده عالی در حال واپاشی روی خشکی اکسیژن رو از هوا میگیره و ماده عالی در حال واپاشی روی بستر اقیانوس اکسیژن رو از آب میگیره. Some organic matter however is preserved. به هر حال بعضی از این مواد عالی باقی میمونن. It was either rapidly buried by other sediments before it decayed or was deposited on the bottom of a sea with stagnant oxygen-free waters. یا به سرعت به وسیله رسوب‌های دیگه پیش از اینکه واپاشی بشن دفن میشند یا در بستر یک دریای راکد با آبهای بدون اکسیژن نهشته میشن. Stagnant oxygen-free water is a water that has not oxygen. It is with no movement in water. In Persian, we say rakid, a water without movement. We say rocket. Without oxygen, rocket. Yes. In Arabic, do you say rocket? Oh, yes. Rocket. Rocket, saken. They are words that we use in Persian for the stagnant oxygen-free waters. The black color in sedimentary rocks comes primarily from its organic content. رنگ سیاه در سنگ‌های رسوبی در درجه نخست از مواد عالی موجودش میاد. Black color. In Arabic you say aswad, yes? Black. اللون الأسود, yes. سیاه. In Persian we say siyah. Black-colored organic rich sedimentary rocks include coal, shale, and some limestones. سنگ‌های رسوبی سیاه رنگ غنی از مواد عالی شامل زغال سنگ، شیل و بعضی از سنگ آهک‌ها می باشد. زغال سنگ. Coal. In Arabic, what do you say for coal? Yes, Mr. Humam. فهم.
افهم.
For coal, زغال سنگ. Yes. In Persian, we say زغال or زغال سنگ. Yes, Mr. Ramisalo. But when you come in Shiraz, we learn you how to speak in Shirazi. Not only Persian, but also Shirazi. Yes. Okay. Do you have any question in this paragraph? Okay. Very good. Let's read the next paragraph. When woody plant material is buried, it is transferred into coal and methane gas, CH4, by temperature and time. This is why coal mines are dangerous. They contain methane gas and sometimes explode. Coal deposits are drilled to produce coal seam or coal bed gas, which is pure methane gas. Okay, from the beginning of the paragraph, When woody plant material is buried, it is transformed into coal and methane gas CH4 by temperature and time. هنگامی که یک ماده چوبی دفن میشه تبدیل میشه به زغال سنگ و گاز متان CH4 در اثر دما و زمان. نبات تبدیل میشه به فحم و گاز متان در اثر دما و زمان. This is why coal mines are dangerous. They contain methane gas and sometimes explode. به همین دلیله که معدن‌های زغال سنگ، معادن الفحم، خطرناک هستند. Dangerous. اونها شامل گاز متان میشن و گاهی منفجر میشن. explode منفجر شدن. Coal deposits are drilled to produce coal seams or coal bed gas, which is pure methane gas. نشته های زغال سنگ حفاری میشن تا ازشون رگای زغال سنگی یا گازهای مربوط به لایه های زغالی تولید بشه که این گاز متان خالص هست. Okay, do you have any question in this paragraph? Coal bed gas, it means methane gas, گاز متان. The gas that is produced from the coal. Okay, very good. The next paragraph. Yes, Mr. Sajjad. Read the next paragraph. Shale is the most common sedimentary rock, and many are black. A black shale commonly has 1 to 3% organic matter by weight and can have up to 20%. Green or gray shale has only about 0.5% organic matter. Black shales contain a large variety of organic matter that includes single-celled plants and animals that live floating in the ocean, algae, spores, pollen, and bacteria. They have the right chemical composition to generate both natural gas and crude oil. In some areas, such as North Africa and the Middle East, organic rich dark limestones are also source rocks. From the beginning of the paragraph, shale is the most common sedimentary rock and many are black. شیل فراوانترین سنگ رسوبیه و بسیاری از آنها سیاه رنگن. اللون الاسود. A black shale commonly has 1 to 3% organic matter by weight and can have up to 20%. یک شیل سیاه معمولاً از نظر وزنی 1 تا 3% ماده عالی داره و میتونه این مقدار تا 20% هم برسه. Green or gray shale has only about 0.5% organic matter. شیل سبز یا خاکستری تنها 0.5% ماده عالی داره. Green sabz in Arabic. What do you say, green? Al-Akhzar, yes, of course. Al-Akhzar for green. In Persian, we say sabz. Gray, what about gray? In Persian, we say khakistari. Rasasi, rasasi. Oh, okay. For gray, خاکستری، رسای، رساسی. Okay. Black shales. Yes, that's gray. قریب إلى اللون الأسود. Yes. Black shales contain a large variety of organic matter that includes single-celled plants and animals that live floating in the ocean, algae, spores, pollen, and bacteria. شیل های سیاه، شیل های اسود شامل مقدار زیادی ماده عالی میشن که شامل گیاهان تکسلولی گیاهان تکسلولی و جانوران یا حیواناتی هستند که به طور شناور در اقیانوس ها زندگی میکنن. جلبک ها، بذرها، گرده ها و باکتری ها. Bacteria, we say in Persian bacteria. In Arabic, what do you say bacteria? The same bacteria. Okay, bacteria. What about جرثومه? Yes. What is جرثومه in Arabic? جراثیم. Microbe. جراثیم. Okay, very, very good, very good. They have the right chemical composition to generate both natural gas and crude oil. اونها ترکیب شیمیایی درستی رو دارن تا هم گاز طبیعی و هم نفت خام رو تشکیل بدن. In some areas such as North Africa and the Middle East, organic rich dark limestones are also source rocks. در بعضی از منطقه ها مانند آفریقای شمالی و خاور میانه سنگ های تیره غنی از مواد عالی سنگ منبع هم هستند. Middle East in Persian we say خاور میانه. I think in Arabic you say الشرق الأوسط. Yes? Oh, yes. الشرق الأوسط. خاور میانه. In Persian, East we say خاور. West we say باختر. North شمال. South جنوب. North Africa آفریقای شمالی. Middle East خاور میانه. الشرق الأوسط. I think شرق الأوسط is the name of a magazine, yes? Or newspaper in Arabic. Yes, Mr. Adham. Yes, in Persian Gulf countries, yes. Some sedimentary basins are gas prone and produce primary natural gas. Examples of these are the Sacramento Basin of Northern California and Arkoma Basin of southern Oklahoma and Arkansas, and the southern portion of the North Sea. This is because the only effective source rock is coal. From the beginning of the paragraph, some sedimentary basins are gas prone and produce primarily natural gas. بعضی از حوضه‌های رسوبی آماده گاز هستند و در درجه نخست گاز طبیعی رو تولید میکنند. Examples of these are the Sacramento Basin of Northern California, the Arkoma Basin of Southern Oklahoma and Arkansas, and the southern portion of the North Sea. مثالهای اینها شامل حوزه ساکرامنتو شمال کالیفرنیا، حوزه آرکاما در جنوب اوکلاهاما و آرکانزاس و بخش جنوبی دریای شمال هست. Do you know where is the North Sea? Where is the North Sea? شمال الأبحر in the Arabic. Where is it? Where is the sea? In the north of Iraq, in the north of Africa, in the north of Iran, in the north of Russia. Where is it? If you know where is it, please write number 6. And if you don't know where is it, please write number 1. Okay. Uh, the North Sea is located. Mr. Adham, can you hear me? Mr. Adham, do you hear my voice? Okay, let's explain where the North Sea is located. It is located in the north of England, between England and Norway. Norvège, in Persian we say Norvège, in English Norway. The sea between England and Norway is the North Sea. دریای شمال. البحر الشمال. شمال البحر. It is somewhere that the England and the Norway drill and produce oil and gas from that. Okay, and the last sentence, this is because the only effective source rock is coal. Mr. Sajjad, you didn't have picture? About the others, are the others have the picture of the text or not? If you see the picture, please write number 5. Mr. Rami, Mr. Zargam, Mr. Adham, Mr. Ahmad, Mr. Ali, Mr. Hamal, they all, Mr. Muhammad, they all see. Mrs. Mona, they all see the book, picture of the book. Mr. Sajjad, you can exit and enter again. I think it will be okay. All other students see the picture. I have a suggestion for all of you. I have sent the book last night or yesterday in the group. I think you all have the book, yes? If you have my voice, please write number 8. Mr. Sajjad, do you hear me? Everybody, can you see me? Okay, hello again, if you see me. منور دکتر. I'm not منور. نورانی ها. Okay, only for this moment, I open my camera and I close it. Only for that you see me, you know me. If you came to the, if you come to the Shiraz, you can recognize me. Okay, let's off the camera. Okay, uh, Mr. Sajjad, now can you hear me? I think Mr. Sajjad don't have my voice. Mr. Sajjad.